Namaste, oneness, infinite gratefulness for existence. I'm gonna show you and explain you the 6 most powerful detox of the pineal gland and body, mind and spirit as one. Stay tuned. We all have tried many things in our lives. Most of them doesn't work. That's why the world is in the state it is right now. And I'm gonna show you exactly my steps of my personal experience and general knowledge of ancient technology, which is the ancient wisdom of our ancestors, the yogi, ascended masters, and so on. They are the ones that have always were and they are always still, they still are one step further than us. So even if we call ourselves advanced, we are still advanced in our most poor level. So they didn't even call themselves advanced, they call themselves natural. So the natural state of being is the most advanced state that we can be. So we are still gathering ourselves, each other, starting to understand the process of oneness and gathering together and to becoming natural slowly. So we cannot call ourselves advanced when we are not still natural. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what you can do naturally to yourself to detox your pineal gland and body, mind and spirit. First one. So I'm gonna start from the most basic one to the most advanced detox that you can do. So they are 6 at total. The 6 most powerful. The most powerful, like it can be, but for you maybe it's another thing. But I'm gonna tell you my personal experience that I have tried many things, but these are the ones that I really guide everyone into it, and they really work, and they are really one of the most general in terms of it works with mostly everyone because it's mostly connected to our nature of life and human being. So I'm just gonna cut the bullshit and go straight to the point. 6th, it's music. Music can detox, yes. If you choose exactly the right frequencies and the right vibrations, while you are listening, your body, mind and soul is tuning into it and becoming the frequency itself and making the body and mind and soul vibrate at each frequency that they vibrate or resonate, and then start to heal themselves. So music is the most basic one to heal, and that's what I do in my channel Locos Motivos Meditation Music, which is producing music to detox and to connect your body, mind and spirit, and as a whole, and to awaken your being, to ascend, to activate, and to become aware of who you really are. This is my music. I'm specialized in frequencies and vibrations, and I apply into myself because I'm constantly in touch with frequencies and vibrations. So I do not need to stay connected, like hearing music all the time of frequencies and vibrations, because I already produce them. So I hear mostly the entire day frequencies and vibrations. So I'm always tuned to this. And I know that they really cause a very big difference in ourselves once we start to listen to the right tuning music. That's why there's a big difference on 440 Hertz tuning and 432 Hertz tuning. And what they did is every single electronic stuff is now tuned to 440, but the ancient has used already 432, and that was the most harmonical every use. So even if you listen now, Mozart and all this, it's all tuned to 440 to change the harmonics of nature itself with you. So you start to resonate to a frequency that doesn't vibrate with nothing. And while 432 vibrates with each tone you play, from C to B, every single tone vibrates with which one of your chakras, even the lower, the middle, and the higher chakras. 7 lower chakras, the 7 middle chakras, and the 7 higher chakras. They all vibrate with 432, and also the magnesium frequency, and so on. And you can multiply by 3, by 6, and the 9, which are the numbers, magic numbers of the universe, as Nikola Tesla said. Once you understand frequencies and vibrations and sound, you can understand the universe. So it's something like that. And he's right. I do that. So I know how frequencies and vibrations, and 3, 6, and 9, they are the magic numbers, and they really transform one being into a higher being. So, music. Second, meditation. Meditation is a practice where one being calms the mind to a 0 point of thoughts and becomes one into the moment, present moment, and forgets about the past and the future, and gives himself the whole of it to the present moment, and it starts to vibrate a higher frequency where it starts to receive the resonance of the divinity and connects himself with the higher and the lower as one. So for example, there's no lower than there's no higher, but I mean in the vibration field of, for example, Mother Nature, you connect yourselves through the base root of yourself, the spine, and you connect the top of your spine with the divine as a whole, and you create a circle, and you start to receive cosmic energy, and this of course will change and transform your life into a Zen, and you will become the master of your own being. So this is a process for everyone, which you can relax, start to relax, and then this goes on awakening, ascension, awareness, activation. This is how meditation does in you. Now, of course, there's more practice, like yoga practice or Kundalini yoga, Tai Chi, and so on. So I'm not just saying specialized meditation. You can do other spiritual practice, but meditation is the most practiced one, the most basic one. And that's the most potent, the most powerful one. So this is the 5th. Now let's go to the 4th. So I started from the opposite, so I have to remember. Fasting, water, urine. The 4th is oil pulling. I don't know if you ever heard about oil pulling, which means it's oil rind. I don't know if it's the right word for it. So you just choose a oil like olive oil, extra virgin, or any most pure cold pressed oil that you can find, but I recommend coconut oil. And then what you do is you take a full spoon of coconut oil, and you put it in your mouth, and you never swallow it, never. And you have to, like this, move your mouth inside, right? For about between 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Every single day, in the morning, once you wake up, once you are on fasting, which is you came from the fasting during the night. So you are like still, the body is gonna correspond exactly in total to you, to the practice you are doing. So this oil pulling is to pull out all the toxins you have from the pineal gland and body, mind and spirit thoughts and everything starts to come and through the saliva, the salivary glands, and will push, it will absorb all that you have from the body that is not, that is toxic to you, which is negative energy. You will absorb it all into the mouth during these 15 and 20 minutes every single day without stop. This I think you should do like for the entire life. It's something that I already do as a routine, and this works wonders. I'm doing especially for the recovery of my teeth, as I wish and I'm creating them to regenerate themselves. So in order to do that, I'm starting oil pulling, but the oil pulling is so general that it's not only for teeth or something. It's for the whole pineal and the body, because it really pulls out all the garbage you have in your body through the glands, the salivary glands, and then it will all mix into the coconut oil, and this will become so acid that if you swallow, you're gonna feel so bad. Like today, I swallow a little bit and I felt like, wah. You cannot swallow. Please don't swallow it. So stay with it 15-20 minutes. You can even count in a timer for you to get better and better, because maybe you will just be able to do 5 minutes and then the next day we'll do 6 and then 7. So I do 15, 20 to almost 30 minutes. And you hold this like, and you can even go to the computer or something, but try to not have many thoughts, because when you are like even typing to someone or something, it will generate a lot of thoughts, and then you can almost forget that you have the oil pulling, the oil on your mouth, and then this will shut down the block, and then the throat will be open, and then you will swallow between. For example, you will swallow it because you are already detoxing during this process, because that's what happens with me. Through the nose, the nasal cavity starts to come things like to your nose that you have during the oil pulling. So sometimes you have to keep it in the mouth, the oil, and still put it out through a paper, the things that are coming out from your nose. And also sometimes you cannot put it out, and sometimes you have to swallow, so you will swallow the things that are coming from your nasal without swallow the oil. So you have to be aware of this process, because you will detox so much that you will say, wow, this is really pulling things out. And you will think that you are becoming sick. No, it's just that it's gathering all the garbage to your mouth. Oh, as I'm speaking, I'm already having some kind of allergy, just already to sneeze. You will start to sneeze, you will start to like feel things coming, and maybe things are going to come out of the skin, and this is all due to the detox you are doing, because this is very powerful. Don't estimate this. This is really, underestimate this, because this is really work. This is really powerful. And so that's what it does. You do that, and you can even increase this with an extra step, which is I mix with ormus. So you can take a spoon, a full spoon of coconut oil, and you take also a spoon of ormus, and you mix all together, because this will help to remineralize all the system through the salivary glands with all the hypernutrition that this ormus contains. And this is very cool. So if you cannot afford to have ormus, or you are in a location where you cannot find ormus, then just do the coconut oil. Or I recommend something that I will say after this step. So now we are on the music, meditation, and oil pulling. Now we go to the fourth, and the fourth is urine. Now you're gonna say, whoa, urine? What the fuck are you going to do with the urine? Yeah, urine. Since I started, I never stopped so far. Start urine therapy. You can go read and see one of my videos explaining about urine therapy. to inform yourself. Urine was not, this is a whole very big topic, so I'm not gonna go so deep. Just research, please, and don't fall into the false information of the system that wants you, doctors and so on, they want you to stay away from your urine, because urine is very sacred. If everyone would drink their urine, nobody would be sick. That's how powerful is our urine. So don't underestimate urine as the name. Or I have to drink my pee. No, man, change the word so that you can become much more aware of the connection between you and your urine. So I call urine or golden liquid or whatever, my soul, liquid soul, so that my sun, energy, because it's gold. So yeah, see as your inner body. It's the liquid that contains all the information from your inner self, containing body, mind and soul information, and comes to you as a way of you recover yourself, because the urine is your personal doctor, because urine came from your inner body, so it knows exactly everything that is happening in your body. So if you you drink it, you complete the circle, and so the urine will enter and start to heal yourself automatically. That's what the urine does, because the urine contains, mostly is water, purified water, and after it contains like 4 or 3% of all the minerals, vitamins and proteins that your body needs. So it's not garbage, it's everything what the body needs, and still contains a small percentage of magic compounds that the doctors and specialists and everything are analyzing, that they cannot say what that is, even with the medicine technology that we have nowadays. So imagine, this is magic compounds, which is soul, which is cosmic energy. They cannot even tell as a physical, it's something that is not physical. It's there, but it doesn't correspond any signal physically. Sorry, I had to cut this video because somebody called me, my brother, and it's an important call because he's also paying for his past, and I'm doing everything I can in order to get him out of prison. And I'm not afraid to telling this, because we are all one and everyone makes mistakes, and he's like already 10 years inside and he's learning for this. So now I'm giving him all the things I can from here, all the knowledge and wisdom, but it's very difficult because every time he calls me it's just 5 minutes call, and so it's very hard. So I'm doing the best I can for him to get out, and then pass to him all my experience and knowledge and wisdom for him to do the same as I'm doing right now with the video, to become natural being, a higher natural being. So as I was saying, the oil pulling. So I think I explained everything, and this will start to pull out all the toxins and everything. So this is the fourth most powerful detox. The fifth is urine. As I was telling, the urine, yeah. So you can, if you don't have Ormus, you can mix 1 spoon of urine with the coconut oil and you make the oil pulling. I still didn't try that because urine contains all the minerals, vitamins and everything that the body needs, proteins. So I think once the Ormus is finished, because I had 3 bottles of Ormus, small ones, I already finished one and I'm already maybe in the middle of the second one. So once they are finished, I'm gonna do with urine, because I think that's our real, it's not our Ormus, because it's the urine. Urine is different than Ormus, but they both act on the same purpose, because they both are super powerful and they contain all these minerals and hyper minerals. So it's things that if you analyze the Ormus, it's like you cannot really tell exactly what it's inside. So it's something magical, and the urine is also in the same way. But the physical matter of themselves is different, because Ormus looks like a condensed milk. It's like the milk of the gods, of the god, and urine, it's like the liquid soul, gold, the gold liquid soul from the sun. So it's like the yin yang, so urine and Ormus. So we can also produce Ormus within ourselves through the pineal gland. But that, it's another tema, and you can only reach that when you are on the highest of yourself, so that you can still start to interact physically to a higher state of beings. And that's how you can start to swallow your own Ormus, which is your own honey that comes from the pineal gland. So the fourth is urine. When you start to take your urine, you will know and be aware exactly everything that you should and should not, and your mind will gonna be one with you, the body's gonna be one with you, and the soul is gonna be one with you, as it will always be, but you will become aware of it. And so powerful that you can even rejuvenate yourself and reverse the aging process. So it's so powerful that you reverse your age. There's people that had already white hair, and once they start to drink, and some months later, they start to become again with black hair. So their hair turned to black again. So they reverse age, you know. This is really amazing. This is something out of realm. And there's a woman that I don't know her name right now, but you can check. She's 70 years old, 70 or 80. Yeah, and she's a black woman, and she's looking like she's 30 something. And she really completely reversed her age, not because of urine, but because of distilled water. And that's what I'm gonna enter right now. So urine is the fifth most powerful detox. No. Sixth, music, meditation, oil pulling, urine. Urine is the fourth, yes. The fourth most powerful detox, as my personal experience. And since I started, I cannot stop to drink. And the most powerful is the matinal one. And how to drink and how to interact, you can watch one of my videos. You can just check my profile and watch for urine, when I did, the fasting and everything. So you're gonna see exactly how we should do. So I'm gonna tell you right now, precisely how it should be, is urine looping. What is urine looping? Urine looping is every time you urinate, you drink it. It becomes a little bit stressful because you are like constantly drinking, constantly peeing. But if you do this process for a very long time, you will see that you will no longer have hunger so much. You will decrease the way you eat and everything you eat as a garbage. And the urine will become clear and clear and clear and will turn sweet and like water, or even better than water. It will become more soluble than water itself and more pure and more clear. And it will become transparent. Mine is almost transparent and sweet, and it's awesome to drink. So once you start, the urine will become clear and clear and clear and clear once you loop. But if you just drink 1 glass per day, it's gonna make the process more difficult. And once you start to drink, you will see if it comes very awful, that's how your inner body is. Awful. So you have to change, and you will start to change. And the urine is gonna guide you, because this is mystical. Maybe it has, it contains, and it's the soul itself manifested into physical form. I don't know. And it starts to guide you. You start to become aware of exactly what you should eat and should not. So every time you eat something, it's going to reflect in your urine. So once you drink, you will say, wow, this is salty and awful. That's why you ate that. So I will tell you, if you make just one day eating melon, like a very water fruit, like watermelon or melon, something like this, that is very watery, eat the whole day just melon or something. You will see how your urine will come. And you drink. If it comes sweet, you will tell me, oh, that's amazing. It was awful and now it's sweet. That's how a reflection, instant reflection happens, manifests itself. So everything you eat, you are that. So if you are eating garbage, you will become garbage. And you can be the doctor of yourself, which is urine. So the urine is going to tell you exactly how you are from within and not from without. And so every time you have something coming out of your skin or something, or from wherever you are, type of detox, it's coming from within first. So if you heal yourself from within, nothing will come out. Of course, in the beginning will come because you are detoxing, but that's how, when something's coming out, that means something inside was already there first. So you have to heal from within and not from without. You don't have to put things from out. You have to put things from within. So if urine is one of the most within things that you can do to yourself. So it's the same powerful like meditation. So urine is the fourth. Now the fifth is distilled water, of course. So distilled water is the same like urine, but it's your own distillation. So I don't recommend for you to drink distilled water from somebody. If they have made themselves like in a water distill, then it's okay. Or a brand that already sells pure distilled water, nothing mixed. Or you buy your water distilled. So once you have it, you have to drink like approximately 4 liters per day, and you can even increase that. Of course, you will have to decrease the amount of food you intake, because with 4 liters of water or 1 gallon of water, you're not gonna be able to eat and drink the whole, So you will become much fit and correspond for body, mind, and spirit, because you are drinking more water. We are mostly made of water than anything else. So if you change the water of your body with a pure one, as distilled water, you're going to become transparent, you're going to become crystalline. So you have to turn yourself into a crystal being and not into a garbage being. So this water, your DNA is going to also change and into a natural one, is going to return through all this process of detoxing and becoming more with yourself. So distilled water is going to help you to achieve that. And this is the second. And the first is fasting. Many people say, yeah, fasting I cannot do, I cannot stay many hours without food. But let me tell you, every single being is already fasting, and they are not aware of it. I just made a video, which is the truth about food from the ancient ascended masters that will blow your mind. It's something like that. It's just the previous video I did, and you're gonna see why, if you want to understand how we are constantly fasting every single day without being aware of it. So I'm gonna tell you exactly, go straight to the point, which is every time you go to sleep, you start fasting. So you finish it, for example, you eat nothing else, and then you go to sleep. From the time you stopped eating and you went to sleep until the next day, you already fasted. You are like, if you sleep 8 hours plus 1 hour that you were awake before going to sleep, and then in the morning, for example, you wait 30 minutes or something, to shower or whatever, and then you start eating, you already did like 9 hours fasting. And that's how we are doing fasting every day. So fasting is the most powerful. Otherwise, if we wouldn't be sleeping or making a break in food, we would not be here right now. We would be already dead. So that's how the body recovers itself, heals itself, and regenerates itself when you fast, but not when you are constantly fasting naturally. Because regeneration is a whole new level of higher state of being. So in order to regenerate anything inside your body, you need at least 3 days fasting. Now, how can you do fasting? The best fasting you can do is only eating during the day and never during the night. So you have to work with the sun and the moon. Moon is to heal and regenerate, and the sun is to live, to be awake, and to eat. and drink. Of course, one day you can even say, I don't need to eat anymore, but I'm just saying now, the basic, for you to start. From the sunrise to the sunset, you eat. And after the sunset, you stop. So you stop even before the sunset, and you start after the sunrise. And then, during the nights, no more food, just water, distilled water, or urine. And you can do this and start this. I do normally more than 12 hours fasting per day. Because I stop eating before the sunset, so like at 8, like now it's becoming almost 8, so I have to eat something before. So before the sunset I stop, and then I go till the next day, almost till midday or 2 p.m. without eat. So it makes like 16 hours fasting. And this is how my body recovers itself every single day without doing nothing. Just I change the time of food intake. And this is the highest level of being, which is the most natural. The ancient beings, they only ate during the day, not during the night. Because at least, for example, they don't have electronics. So what do you do without electronics, without artificial lights during the night? You just have a few candles, and then you make a fire, and you are there speaking, but then you have to sleep. You have to sleep. Nowadays, we have full of lights, artificial stuff, so we stay living the night for what? For what? We should relax. The night is to relax, to meditate, and to... You can see the previous video and you're gonna understand. Now, there's many types of fasting, but the most powerful one is to change the time that you have the food intake. This is the most basic. And second, you can go beyond. So you can go 3 days without food, on just urine, like I did, and distilled water. But know something, even if you do 5 days, you have to count, if you are looking for regeneration, you have to count just 2 days, because the first 3 days is just to heal, recover, and everything. The immune system is gonna go high, the levels, so it's gonna become very powerful. And then, only from the 3rd day, it starts regenerating. So from then, you count 0. And then the 4th day, you count 1 day, and the 5th day, you count 2, and you go if you can. There's people that, even without the spiritual awakening or something, they did 40 days fasting on mineral water. Now imagine if you do on distilled water, because you're gonna detox all the garbage. You can detox in 3 days all the garbage that you had in your digestive system and body through your poop in just 3 days of distilled water. Now imagine how powerful it is. There's people that did 40 days to just poop the garbage, because I pooped in the 3rd day of distilled water fast. I pooped sand. Sand, yes. Sand is all the garbage that was stones and everything. It accumulated into stones and come out as a sand. So I put out the garbage that was inside of me, that was not letting me to enter a higher states of being, like, because we have to heal ourselves. So that's how powerful distilled water is, because it works like a magnet. It starts to pull out the things. A mineral water, has no magnetic field, because it's already filled up with garbage, which is the minerals, because the minerals are inorganic, because you cannot consume those minerals. The minerals you consume through the food, plants and everything. That's what the job of the plants. The job of the plants, trees and everything, is to transform, to convert the inorganic minerals and content of the soil into organic, for you to eat the plant or eat the fruits or eat the vegetables, into minerals that are organic to you. So the water cannot make this transformation, because the plants do this transformation through the photosynthesis. So they absorb the inorganic and transform through the photosynthesis into organic. That's a very natural process. But we do not do this. And the water does not do this. The water is carrying. So it just carries. So if the minerals are inorganic, it's going to carry the inorganic minerals. And then you say, but where is the distilled water in nature? Yes, the rain is distilled water. But nowadays, it's even healthier to drink rainwater than to drink mineral water. If you put something and absorb the rainwater, you can consume it. But of course, the container is going to be plastic, then you're going to consume the plastic because distilled water or the rainwater is going to absorb the plastic content because it's empty. It's empty to catch. It's magnetic attracted. So it's going to attract everything that it's containing it. So it's going to absorb mineral compounds, plastic compounds, which you do not want. But even though it's still healthier than mineral water. So the body does not know what to do with the minerals that are inorganic to us. So it's going to stay there. And the only way to pull out everything, it's through oil pulling, all this detox. And the most powerful is water on fasting. So if you do 3 days fasting on distilled water, you're going to see things coming out. Now, there's many beings. Me, it was sand, but there's beings that come very disgusting things like parasites and all this stuff. So wait for all the things that could be inside your body and you don't know. So I already did 6 days and I already did 13 days fasting with this, a brick of a piece of fruits in the 6th or the 7th day. Yeah, on the 6th day I ate something, so fruits, and then I continue. So I count 13 days because I didn't eat nothing very heavy, just a piece of a few fruits, and then I continue. And yeah, fasting is the most powerful. Now, one of the most powerful ones that I don't say as a number because it's the zero. And you tell, what? The zero? Yes. The zero number of the most powerful detox you can have is the knowing. Knowing that you are that which you seek by being grateful for it. Now you tell me, wait, you're fucking confusing me. What? Say again. Knowing that you are that which you seek by being grateful for it. So how does this work? That's how I live my life as abundant, as eternal abundant, as eternal everything. In health, everything. To be abundant is to be abundant in all ways, not in just money or things. No, abundant from within. And once you are abundant from within, everything that is without will be attracted to you, naturally. So the higher state of being and beyond all these steps that I told you, that's why I call the zero, because it's knowing that you are the zero, which is the nothingness. And the nothingness is God, is the most powerful. You don't have to be something like a number. You have to be zero, knowing that you are the zero, the nothingness that incorporates the whole there is. That's how powerful is the knowing. So how to apply? Check my video of I tell about the alignment manifestation tool, and I also talk about twin flames, and that's how I do my life with this alignment manifestation tool that I blind myself into knowing that which I seek by being grateful for it. So the highest manifestation of being is the state of knowing that which you seek by being grateful for it. So if you want to be abundant in everything, then know that you're seeking right now by being grateful for it. So be eternally grateful for it. So when you are grateful, you instantly kill the ego on the point and the mind, like wondering that, but it's not true that you are because you don't have. But when you are grateful for it, you are already converted, manifested into your life that which you seek. So you instantly become it. And that's the highest manifestation and the highest detox, because knowing that you are that which you seek, which is become super healthy by being grateful for it. So you are grateful for being super healthy without already being. So you will instantly create in yourself by being grateful that you are super healthy right now. So you know that by being grateful that you are super healthy and you live like that. And you will see that you will be grateful that your cells and everything that makes you you will work with you, with your knowing on the 0 level. So this is the 6 most powerful detox of pineal gland, body, mind and spirit that you can have, plus the 0, which when you do plus 0, it's 0. So here you have it. I hope you understand and understand all the steps I just gave you. And if you have any doubt in something or you want to do any question, just put that on the comment section below and I will see if I can answer you and guide you. And my name is Ivo Artur. This is WAAO Love and we are all one. Namaste.